In some way I'll be feeling like Ishaya, this guy is not smart. If you think about it, like that pill, I was not expecting him to use it. So yeah, let's talk about the second episode of Far From Home, shall we?
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. It is Okezie here. Just in case you're seeing my face, my name, my channel for the first time. Hi, I hope you stay. I am Okezie. Like I already said, I review movies, talk about TV shows, series. I also do vlogs sometimes, so feel free to stick around me on this channel, explore the channel. I hope you find something that interests you on here. Yeah, so yeah, let's get into the review, okay? So yeah, I know my review of episode 1 was all over the place. I mean, I'm not editing it here, but as at when you'll be seeing this video, I'm sure episode 1's review will be out there. But I promise to give you more in episode 2, and I'm definitely going to deliver on that. So in episode 1, we got introduced to Ishaya, his household, his family. We got a little bit of background story as to why there might be some tension in the family when it comes to art and the dreams of the children. You know, there was a time in episode 1 we saw Lala. She actually has this dream of attending Wilmer Academy because it's a big school, it's prestigious, he has a good name. Her dream was actually short-lived, or she wasn't even allowed to dream for so long because her mom, Funke Akindele's character, told her point and blank that, girl, that dream of yours can never happen because we cannot afford it. But you know, funny how our elder brother Ishaya, who I think had no dream to even go to Umeh, gained admission into that school through a fully paid scholarship. And we found out how he got that scholarship in episode 1. So in episode 2, we saw that Ishaya's relationship and Aduke's relationship had gone down the drain, and it was surprising to see that switch. I don't know who else felt like that felt a bit out of place. Like, it looks like she genuinely liked this man, and how come she's already doing hookup with Ogarambo? She looks like she's comfortable in his arms. She looks like she's comfortable also in his bed. She looks like she's comfortable doing whatever she's doing with him. At first, I thought it was a way to get Ishaya jealous and make him come back to his brain. But it didn't look like that as time went on. And it made me question the kind of person that Adife actually is. And I hope as this episode progresses, as we progress into episode 3, 4, and 5, we get to see more, even if it's an insight into what their relationship actually was like. I don't know, like, just so it can make sense as to why there was that quick switch in our relationship with Ishaya. So that's aside where Etomi-Wellington's character she's an art teacher in Wilmer's Academy, and you know, she had this one-on-one encounter with Ishaya in episode 1, and in the episode 2 she spoke more with him concerning how she feels like he's talented and he should put in for an art competition that was ongoing or was about to start. What I feel from watching episode 2, I feel like Ishaya's character is going to be like this character that he feels like he just stumbled into the school due to some unforeseen circumstances, but at the end of the day will start finding comfort in that school. He would settle in nicely and actually want to make the most out of that opportunity. But then I don't know how that is going to pan out now that he has gotten himself into trouble with Oga Rambo and Oga Governor. You know, we know in episode 2, yeah, he stole money from these dangerous men, and they found out and they took his sister into custody, asked him to refund the money, and he decided that, okay, I release my sister, I'll sell drugs to these rich men, kids in school, and I'll get your money back. But they gave him a rule that you don't get high on their supplies, and he did exactly that because he was trying to prove to his very first customer that this thing was actually legit. And I feel like we're going to get some chemistry-ish drama between men, and I'm talking about Elma's character and Ishaya. There's this thing, like the fact that we're in this episode, we go an insight into the life of Carmen Wilmer. That's Elma's character, whose parents actually own the school. I mean, we saw that, you know, they are trying so hard to make her live this perfect life that she doesn't want to live, and then she has this boyfriend that doesn't even know what he's doing with his life, which is trying to reach his mom. I'm talking about Atlas. character played by Olumide Oworu. I'm also beginning to enjoy the fact that they are starting to develop other characters. Like, the focus is not only on Ishaya, but now we are getting to see more of Carmen and what her story is, her accident, and why she's so addicted to pills, and why she finds comfort in pills. Now we are getting a bit deeper into Atlas and the issue he has with his parents, or his moms especially. He feels like his mom is so out of reach, and he explains that, you know, actually nobody has their lives planned out, nobody has a perfect life. Another character I want to talk about is Michael. Michael happened to be Ishaya's close friend, and with the look of things, it looks like they've been friends for a while. You know, when Ishaya was planning to do this scholarship thing, because of the grants that was attached to it, he felt like the grants would be enough for him to travel and live his dream in London. There was a reason why he needed more money, and he thought he would, and Michael came through with almost the exact amount of money that he needed to, you know, to push through in this whole scholarship thing. And I feel like that's such an important part of episode 2 that I really enjoyed. Like, in a very subtle way, they were able to show us that, okay, these guys have a very good friendship. Michael is somebody that Ishaya can trust, even though it looks like Ishaya might make new friends in this new rich kid school that he's in. But I liked how they told us in a very subtle way that these guys have something cool going on as a friendship, and they've been brothers for a while, even though it's not by blood. So 2, and I'm curious to see how things turns out for Ishaya. It's so messy how Ishaya has found himself in this situation, because right now in episode 2 he's in the dungeon with Angeli, that's Oga Rambo's hyena that mess up his rules. He puts them in the same room with Angeli to, you know, devour them. So he's in that situation, and I feel like we should talk about the fact that Ishaya would not have been in this situation if he wasn't stolen from him, if his mother did not rudely and unapologetically take away his dream or snatch away his dream from him by taking the money that he had worked hard to save. And in some way I'll be feeling like Ishaya, this guy is not smart. If you think about it, like that pill, I was not expecting him to use it. I was expecting him to just put it on his tongue and tell the guy that, yeah, that's it, I've popped it, and you know, and the guy says, okay, I'll see you again in the next 1 hour. I expected that in the next 1 hour, go back to Reggie and act all funny, do all the drama that you can do. I mean, guy, you're from the hood, you're from the trenches, you know how these. You have been to parties, you know how people that are high, people that are drunk, you know how they act. It's something you can fake, but they've told you not to pop, you know, not to use their pill, don't sell, don't get high on their supply, and you did exact that on your first gig. Guy, you're not smart. You're not smart. So even the guy, the village people that were after him, even after breaking the rule, he still exposed himself by sending his location. And you know, when they were taking him away, and he felt like he was on cloud 9, and you know, he felt like he was floating in the air, and everybody was like, they looked concerned as to what was going on with him. I just knew that these guys, they've come for him, they've come to take him away, but guy was just gone. I don't know, what do you feel about Ishaya's character? What do you think about his character? What do you think would most probably happen to him during the course of this season 1? Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be another season. I expect I was going to say this, but I feel like I'm excited for this show. It feels good to have a Nigerian teen show on Netflix. You know, we are used to, if you love all these high school shows so much, then it feels good to see a Nigerian version. Yeah, even though it's, you know, there's an American element here and there. Like, there's some things that were not realistic on this show, like some of the kids walking out on their parents. I'm like, African mothers, you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna try. But we cannot still deny the fact that some people do act. I expected so much. I don't know, maybe because I'm so heavy on shows like that, that's why I find it so hard to actually see this as a Nigerian show, and not like it looks so similar to South African shows and American shows that I've seen that have similar storyline. Like, I just cannot help but compare. But maybe by the time I watch episode 3, 4, and 5, I would have a different thing to say in that aspect. But if you're wondering if I'm of the opinion if you should go see Far From Home or not, please, you should see it. The lineups on this show, they're actually exciting, they are good. I love how more talents from Nollywood are being pushed out there, they are being exposed to a bigger audience. I was scared when this show was coming up that I was going to feel this type of way, but I'm curious to see how episode 3, 4 and 5 is going to be for me. So if you're done seeing the entire 5 episodes, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you're yet to start, let me know in the comment section as well. Drop your honest opinion in the comment section, because I'm actually just being honest with my own opinion here. I'd love to see you in my next video, hopefully a review of episode 3. So stick around on my channel, like this video if you enjoyed, drop a comment, share, and I'd love to see you in my next one. Until then, make sure to remain happy because you owe it to yourself. Bye.